Right now, the top of the terminal bench leaderboard says GPT 5.6 Sol, 88.8%, updated this week. That is the best coding agent in the world by the number. It is not the one most working developers actually run. The one they run is Claude Code. 65% of senior engineers who use agents at all in the largest survey we have. So the tool at the top of the board and the tool in most terminals are two different tools. That gap is what this is about. 3 numbers explain that gap. The third one changed how I pick tools, and I will count all 3 off as we go. Pick wrong and you do not lose a benchmark. You lose hours a week reviewing code you did not write. And the phrase in the title, Pro Vibe Coders, hides a split. Same tool, 2 completely different ways to drive it. 6 agents are worth naming in July 2026. Claude Code, Codex, Cursor, Copilot, Antigravity, and 1 open model. By the end, you will know which to install tonight, what it costs, and the one measurement that decides all of it. Start with that 65% because it comes with a footnote. The Pragmatic engineer surveyed 906 engineers between late January and mid-February, not students. Working engineers, more than half of them running agents every day. In that room, Claude Code wins outright. The same survey asked which tool people actually love. Claude Code took 46%, Cursor took 19%, GitHub Copilot took 9%. That is not a close race, and love is the number that predicts what someone opens tomorrow morning. Then JetBrains asked 10,000 developers of every kind and got a different answer. Copilot 29%, Cursor 18%, Claude Code 18%. Same industry, same season, opposite winner. So which survey is wrong? Neither of them. They asked different rooms. JetBrains counted every developer with a job, including the ones whose company bought Copilot seats years ago and never revisited it. The Pragmatic engineer counted people who chose. At companies under 100 people, Claude Code runs at 75%. At 10,000 and up, Copilot leads with 56%. JetBrains did measure one thing that cut straight through it: satisfaction. Claude Code scored 91% with a net promoter score of 54, the highest of any coding tool they tested. Which raises the obvious objection. If Claude Code is the one, why is Codex adding 1 million users a day? Because it is. 3 million weekly in April, 6 million on July 12th, 7 million on the 13th, 8 million on the 14th. 2 things happened at once. GPT 5.6 went generally available on July 9th, and OpenAI folded Codex into the ChatGPT desktop app. The agent stopped being a separate install and started sitting inside software people already had open, and Codex is good. It holds the published terminal bench record, it runs sandboxed in the cloud so it can work while you do something else, and the CLI is a Rust binary with 102,000 stars on GitHub. The catch is what growth like that does to capacity. Sam Altman said agentic usage rose 2.5 times in a single week, and warned about inference scaling in the same breath. Anthropic answered on July 24th with Opus 5, 1 million tokens of context, and a dial that lets you spend low, medium, or high effort per task. Same price per token as the model before it. Now price, because this is where the ranking scrambles. The heavy Claude Code tier is $200 a month. Run it hard and you burn $600 to $1,500 of API tokens inside that flat fee. Cursor went the other direction. Composer 2.5 is their own trillion parameter model, and it matches the previous frontier at roughly 1/10 of the cost. 50 cents per million tokens in, $2.50 out. And the sticker price is not the cost. The cost is tokens per task, and a harness that reads 8 files to answer a 1-line question spends 4 times what a careful one spends on identical work. Cursor is also a different kind of thing. Claude Code and Codex are agents you invoke. Cursor is the editor itself, a VS Code fork rebuilt around the agent, which is why designers and product people land there first. Copilot is the one people underrate on this channel. It is still the widest deployment in the industry, and since July 24th it serves Opus 5 too. If your employer already pays for it, that is a real option. Google made the loudest move and got the least credit. At I/O in May, they shipped Antigravity 2.0, retired the Gemini CLI, and pushed everyone onto a new Go-based CLI. Consumer access to the old one ended June 18th. Then there is the open side, and it is closer than the marketing suggests. Cline sits at 65,000 stars, Aider at 47,000, though its last push was May 22nd. A visibly slower cadence than the rest, and the star counts say something the benchmarks do not. The Claude Code repo, 139,000 stars, 22,000 forks, and a commit 3 days ago. Gemini CLI, 106,000, Codex, 102. The open model story is sharper. Moonshot shipped Kimi K3 this month. 2.8 trillion parameters, 896 experts, 16 of them awake per token. On that same terminal bench board, it scores 88.3, 88.3 against 88.8. The best open model on the planet is half a point behind the best closed one, and Moonshot put the weights out on July 27th. So you download the weights, run a near frontier model for free, and you are finished. That was my read too, and it was wrong in a way that took me a month of paying for both to see, because the model is not the product you are choosing, the harness is. The harness is everything wrapped around the weights, how the agent reads your files, what it puts in context, when it runs a test, how it recovers when a command fails. Watch what that means in practice. Same request, 2 harnesses. One reads 3 files and runs the test suite before it touches anything. The other opens the file you named and starts typing. Same model underneath. Here's the measurement. In Anthropic's own Opus 4.6 system card, one model, GPT-5.6 Codex, scored 57.5% under an independent harness and 64.7% under OpenAI own. Identical weights, 7.2 points of difference, and that is the small version. Across scaffolds, the same weights swing 10 to 20 points on this class of benchmark. When 2 vendors publish different numbers for one model, the harness is usually the entire explanation, which reframes the leaderboard completely. You are not picking a model. You are picking the thing that decides what your model ever sees, and that is a piece of software with opinions, written by a team, shipped weekly. Start with context, because that is the resource everything else spends. Opus 5 gives you 1 million tokens. A serious refactor eats through that in an afternoon, and once it is full, the agent starts forgetting the file it edited an hour ago. The answer pros use is Subagents. Each one gets its own context window, its own tools, its own instructions. The reviewer never sees the debugging transcript. The architect only sees the plan, 4 small clean windows instead of 1 poisoned one. This year that grew into agent teams. A lead session that delegates, teammates that message each other directly, a shared task list with dependencies, and file locking so 2 of them do not write the same file at the same moment. Now the part the tool pages skip. In a study across Fortune 50 engineering organizations, developers using AI committed 3 to 4 times faster and produced security findings at 10 times the rate. Speed and mess arrived together. Veracode ran more than 100 models at security-sensitive tasks. 45% of the generated samples carried an OWASP top 10 flaw, and 67% of developers report spending more time debugging, not less, which is where the title splits. 92% of US developers use these tools daily, 29% trust the output, and 77% of professionals say they do not vibe code anything that ships. So the same tool gets driven 2 ways. The vibe coder prompts, ships, and fixes what breaks. The engineer writes the plan, hands the agent 1 task at a time, and reads every diff. Same binary, completely different failure modes. What surprised me is that both camps landed on the same agent anyway. The prompt and ship crowd likes it because it recovers from its own mistakes. The reviewers like it because the diffs stay small enough to read. So, the picks. If you ship production code and review it, Claude Code, the 65%, the 91% satisfaction, and Subagents you will actually use. $200 a month at the tier that stops rate limiting you. If you are building fast and price matters more than depth, Cursor. Composer 2.5 at 1/10 of the frontier cost, inside an editor, and the free tier is enough to find out whether you like it. If your work already lives inside ChatGPT, or you want cloud tasks running while you sleep, Codex. The record holder, 8 million people, and it is included with a subscription you probably already pay for. And if the code cannot leave your building, the Kimi K3 weights are public. Cline drives them, and you are half a point off the frontier on the benchmark that measures exactly this. One name if you want one name. Claude Code. It does not top the board, but the thing you are buying is the harness, and that is the harness the people who do this all day picked. The terminal bench numbers are from this week, and they will move again by autumn. The harness argument will not. If this saved you a month of switching tools, subscribe. I rerun this comparison every quarter with the boards fetched fresh.